One of the things that really separates stick mobility from other systems and approaches is the idea that they put a heavy emphasis on grip strength. Now, there's been a lot of research that's come out that says that grip strength actually really has a high correlation with overall health. Now, if you ask anybody that did this level 1 stick mobility and they didn't really strictly prepare their grip strength, I guarantee their hands and forearms and grip was sore for weeks. So what we want to do is integrate one of my favorite sequences using one of the smaller sticks. Oftentimes you'll see everything done with some of the larger sticks, but there's a lot of value to actually have the full package with some of the smaller sticks as well. So it's important to note that when my hand's in the middle, the weight is going to be displaced differently. So if I'm holding it here, it's going to be a lot harder to keep it parallel to the ground. And that's a variable that we can really change to really challenge certain outcomes. Now let's start off nice and simple with just getting elbow rotation with a little bit of added load because we're just using the stick. So we can get 5 to 10 of these, and as always, if we wanted to make it harder or challenge a different line of tension, we can simply just get a little bit further away from the midline, which will really change the exercise. So that's how we're going to attack the elbow rotation. So the next thing that we can actually challenge is going to be our wrist. So what we can actually do is go into wrist flexion and then wrist extension. Wrist flexion, wrist extension. Same idea as before with our elbow rotation. If we change where we're holding onto the stick, it'll challenge us in a different way. So now we're getting all of those benefits with a little bit of a specific load. Same thing on the other side. You can see it's really hard to keep that from taking me into parallel. So that would be a little too hard for me, so I'd move to the middle and then I'd be able to keep that there if that's my intent. The other thing that we can do that's often not trained is the idea of ulnar and radial deviation. So if I come down here and slowly control that, I'm stretching this out. You'll see a lot of people complain about this area, especially people on the keyboard. And then I'm able to really strengthen it and try to bring that back here. Notice that I'm not bicep curling it, and I'm really looking to isolate movement in the wrist. After that, I can go ahead and go through essentially a wrist car with this, adding that difficult load. There's one in that direction, one all the way around. So obviously, carryover for these exercises is grip strength, but it's pretty obvious that that makes a lot of sense for baseball. It makes a lot of sense for golf. To really get ahead of some of these things by strengthening the elbow, wrist, and even fingers, and preventing or mitigating the chance of injuries in the future. Let us know if you have any questions about that.